Hey everyone, what's up? It's Jeter and welcome to episode 9 of the Oldham Expedition here with Oldham Athletic. In this episode, we are trying to mathematically secure our position in the playoffs, continue our push for automatic promotion, and maybe even start challenging for that title. We have 2 matches, at home against Swindon and away against Walsall. Hopefully we can get 6 points to keep all of those goals well within our reach, but before that, let me show you how we've been getting on off camera. Quite a few things of note have happened off camera between the last episode and this one, but before we get into those, I do want to quickly say if you are new around here, please do hit that subscribe button, and also please drop this video a like and hop in the comments, and let me know what you've thought of this series so far, what you think is going to happen with our playoff and promotion desires. But let's look at our form off camera because that'll help you know what to comment. Since the last episode where we played against Bradford and Crewe, we have had 5 matches and have only dropped 2 points. We beat Exeter 2-1 away from home. We beat Forest Green, who are top of the table, 2-1 at home. This match was huge, and I almost regret not doing it on camera, but it was too close to the last episode, so I didn't do it. A 0-0 draw away against Leighton, but where we were playing a weak team due to injuries, and where we also had 2 injuries during the match. And then we came back with a 6-1 win against Newport County, where Segbe Azonkpo, Ngesson, and Ramazani all had a brace. And then lastly, we had a 2-0 result where Ngesson and Segbe Azonkpo both scored. Part of why some of these players have been playing is we've had some injury issues. If we look at the squad here, we have 2 players who are out. Nepomuceno's out right now. Mauuche, who is one of our starters, did his ACL and is out for another 5 to 8 months. It was initially 8 to 9 months. We also had slight knocks for Ramazani, Moraes, and other players. Now it's Sternley. So we've dealt with a little bit of injury off camera. I just hit my hand on my desk. But we've dealt with some injuries off camera, which was not ideal. However, it seems that even though we had that, we still were able to make it through. So hopefully we can stay injury-free for the end of this season to try and push for those playoff positions and potentially for the title. Because as you look here, we are 3 points off of Forest Green, who have already mathematically secured their playoff position. So a win here should do it mathematically. I think that's how that works. And then also we have such a big gap between us and Newport County that unless we really start losing, we should be able to secure automatic promotion, if not in this episode, very, very soon. So hopefully 6 points here will help us get into that. So let's get into this match against Swindon and try and pick up the first 3 of those 6. Also, one last thing needs to be said before we get into this match. Larzi Ramazani, who is in on loan, has been absolutely incredible for us. So far, he has 29 starts in the league where he has 16 goals and 8 assists. That is, if I can do quick math, 24 goal contributions in 29 starts. That is an absolutely incredible record, especially for a winger whose stats aren't that incredible. So hopefully we will be able to continue that form. But looking at the team that we have picked here, we're going to go with Woods in goal. It's a very typical back 4 of Mills, Weeder, Piergiani, and Borthwick Jackson. The midfield is now Misilu and McCann because, as we mentioned earlier, Mauuche did his ACL and is not able to be played. Ramazani will be out on the right. Moraes will be our playmaker through the middle. Smith will be on the left, and Segbe Azonkpo will lead the line up front. Our bench is Delapaz, Iacovidi, Silla, Rowe, Hamer, Ranger and Gone, and Wilson. We are playing at home at Boundary Park. We are in the blue, they're in the red. We should be winning this match fairly comfortably. We're on great form. Let's get into it, and come on the Laddix. Here in the dressing room, we are going to tell the players, I expect you to pick up exactly from where you finished in the last match. That has done absolutely nothing. Telling them I have faith in them has done something for most of them, so at least that's a little bit better. On the team talk there, I'm quietly confident for this match, which is not a good sign because I'm sure it will go not at all according to plan. But I have a tunnel interview, so we're going to do that, and then I'll meet you on the pitch. The Oldham lads are walking out onto the pitch here at Boundary Park. Hopefully we can get all 3 points. The match kicks off. Come on, boys. Let's beat Swindon. First highlight here, Mills throws into Misilu in the 6th minute. Musweke, but it goes back to Weeder. Weeder plays it back to Mills. They're pressing us pretty high here. Weeder finds Piergiani with a little bit of time. Piergiani into Misilu. Sprays it out to Smith on the left, who takes a good touch to beat his man. Smith now with a cross, back post, Ramazani, down to Moraes, it's blocked. Ramazani gets it back. That was a good attempted ball back in by Ramazani. Ramazani was offsides, it didn't matter. Still 0-0. Another highlight here, Mills throws into Moraes. It's the 27th minute. Moraes, back to Mills. Misilu still with it, driving into the box. Come on. Tackled by Grant. Mills with it. Plays across in. Moraes' header goes just over. Probably should have put that away. Free header, but it's still 0-0. Two good highlights, both going to us. So at halftime, it is still 0-0. We've been the better team here. They're controlling possession, so I might actually have to take a look at the analysis as to why they're controlling possession, but we are looking a little bit more attacking. I don't like that we've had 8 shots and only 3 on target. That seems like we're taking shots from outside the box, so I might have to put work ball into the box in, but we'll see what happens. In the dressing room, I'm going to tell the players that I'm not happy with the performance. We are the form team in the league. We should be beating a team like Swindon at home. So I'm going to take a quick peek at tactics and analysis stuff, and I'll see when there's something going on the pitch. Highlight here in the 60th minute. Also, before we go any further, someone in the comments please help me because I'm stupid. It's 59:44. I think that's the 60th minute, but I'd never know if I should say that it's the 59th minute or the 60th minute. So if someone wants to hop in the comments and let me know, greatly appreciated. But let's get back into it. Moraes with it, back to Borthwick Jackson. Into the box. Grant heads clear, and now Musquay. There we go, I can read. Doyle still with it. Doyle turns. Now charging at defense, holds it up and plays it back to Musquay. I say it right that time. Back to Grant. McCann cuts it out and plays it over the top to Segbe Ezonkpo. You're through Segbe Ezonkpo. Benda with a good save. Very, very good chance from Segbe Ezonkpo. He's put some of those away earlier this season, but it doesn't matter. It is saved. Corner here, Moraes. Into the box. Right head's kind of clear. Doyle fully clears it, and that's the end of the highlight. We're going to make our first subs here with just about 10 minutes left. Segbe Ezonkpo's only played a 6.3. I hesitate to bring on Danny Rowe because I feel like Danny Rowe never does much as a substitute, but we're going to go with it anyways. I feel like he doesn't score much. Hopefully he'll make me eat my words, though. 10 minutes left. What's going to happen? Into stoppage time here, we are going to make a sub. Mills is tired, so we're going to bring on Hamer, and then Moraes is also tired, so we'll move Ramazani into the middle and then bring on Branger and Gone just to kind of save tired legs, but I don't think we're going to see anything else here, and we won't. So it ends as a boring 0-0 where we were comfortably the better team. But we didn't create a ton. It seems like they just parked men behind the ball and didn't do much of anything. And we just weren't able to find a clinical breakthrough. Bit of a bad match to show on camera. Forest Green versus Northampton had a 4-4 draw with a goal in the 94th and 95th minute. So if not either of those goals didn't go, like that game looks insane. But we are still 3 points off of them in the title race and still have a 3-point gap between us and Plymouth. And that might have actually been enough to mathematically secure that we are in the playoffs. I don't know. We'll see. Into the dressing room we go. I'm going to tell the players I'm disappointed. And the team talk and hit continue. Maybe it was mathematically enough, but I doubt it. So hopefully we can get it in the Walsall match. We'll see if we get anything in our email saying that we've secured it. Missed chance to win. No, so there's nothing there. 6 unbeaten, which is good, but still not enough to mathematically secure playoffs. So hopefully we can do that in our next match in 3 days' time against Walsall. I'll see you there. So in a little bit of housekeeping before this match, there are 2 things that came up in the inbox in the 2 days between this match. The first is that we are mathematically 1 point away from securing a playoff position. So as long as we draw here, we mathematically secure playoffs. Hopefully we can get a win against Walsall, who are sitting in 11th. But the other thing is, Ramazani has been handed a U19 cap for Belgium, which is good because it means that he's playing at a high enough level to be capped by Belgium's U19. However, it's bad because it means that he will be missing the Northampton match. Luckily, he will only miss that one match. So that's the silver lining that I'm holding to, and I'm super glad that he's going to get a U19 cap because he doesn't have a youth cap, so hopefully that bodes well for his future. And especially because his contract expires at the end of the season, there's a decent chance we could try and get him here permanently. Not going to confirm that that's going to happen, but it's definitely something that's on the cards. So if he's getting U19 caps now and then we sign him full-time, that bodes really well for our future. However, we do have to pick our team here for this match. I believe we are going to go with a very similar lineup. I think we're going to go, we are going to go with Woods in goal, Mills, Weeder, Piergiani, and Borthwick Jackson, Misilu and McCann. It'll be Ramazani, Moraes, and why don't we go, Nepomuceno's injured, so it'll be Smith, and then Segbe Ezonkpo up front. Hopefully he can turn it around from that last showing, try and get himself to 20 goals on the season. To have 2 people over the 20-goal mark would be absolutely insane. Our bench is Dela Paz, Iacovidi, Silla, Rowe, Hamer, Branger, and Gone, and Durnley. So, looking quickly at the match preview, we are away from home at Bank Stadium in Walsall. They are in the red, we're in the blue. They're actually favored for this match because they've won all of their last 4 games. So hopefully we can stop their run here, get ourselves 3 points, or at the bare minimum 1 to secure ourselves playoffs. Let's get into it, and come on the Laddix. Here in the team talk, we are going to tell the players we only need a point to secure a playoff place at worst, so go out there and impress me. Once again, it's done absolutely nothing. Telling them I have faith in them has done slightly better, so at least that's progress. We do have a tunnel interview once again, so we're going to do that, and then we'll get into this match. Walking onto the pitch are the players here away from home at Walsall Stadium, the Banks Stadium. Hopefully we can get all 3 points. Let's see what happens. Come on the Laddix. First highlight, Carvalho has a corner for them into the box, over everyone's head, and Mills with it now. Mills is pressured by Clark, plays it back to Weeder. Weeder back to Mills. Mills back to Weeder. Building from the back here, Misilu. Misilu back to Woods. Let me get my mouse out of the way. Still Woods, into Misilu. Misilu to Pirgiani. Pirgiani over the top to Segbe Azonkpo, who heads down to McCann. Good hold up there by Segbe Azonkpo, and now Smith with it in the box. Taken down, and we will have a penalty. Who do we want to give this to? Our best penalty taker is Moraes, so we will give it to him. We will give it to the person with the best penalties. Especially because I don't have a motivation to give it to anyone else. So it will be Moraes who steps up. What can Felipe Moraes do? He puts it in the bottom left corner and we take the lead. Come on. That, if my math is correct, puts us 1 point away from Forest Green. Assuming the table is updated. Let's check that really quick. Yes, we are 1 point off of Forest Green. And they have already played, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, or they're playing right now. They're drawing 0-0. So if things stay the same, we're only 1 point off of them, which means in that last little push, we will be able to try and really challenge them for that title. Another highlight here, Pring throws into Carvalho. Mills clears it. Segbe Azonkpo will look to be the first one on the ball, and he holds it up, plays it back to Mills. Now Misilu. Switch it. McCann. McCann will play it to Borthwick Jackson. Borthwick Jackson, what a goal by Cameron Borthwick Jackson. Did not expect the left back to have that in his locker. Takes the ball on the edge of the box and just fires it into the far post. Hits the side netting as well. Great finish by Cameron Borthwick Jackson, in on loan from Manchester United. Has a little bit of an overlap, takes a touch, and on his left foot across his body just puts it into the side netting. What a hit by the young Manchester United loanee. 2-0. And that's the last highlight that we are going to see for that first half. It is 2-0 after a Felipe Moraes penalty and a rocket from Cameron Borthwick Jackson. So, 2-0. It's been a tight match. I'd say it's probably a little bit harsh that we are up 2-0 when they've had more shots on target. But, you know, the penalty was very good, and that was a heck of a finish by Cameron Borthwick Jackson. So no complaints from me. I'm going to tell the players, don't let your focus waver. We'll end the team talk, and most of them are inspired, so that is also good. We'll start the second half, not end the second half. We'll start the second half, and hopefully we can keep this up and get all 3 points away from home. 65th minute, we're going to make our first sub. We're actually going to bring Ramazani off and bring on Zach Durnley. Ramazani tends to struggle for fitness when he plays the full match. I get notifications that he's a little bit jaded and needs a rest. So give him a little bit of a rest here, up 2-0. I think Durnley can more than do the job, and let's see what happens. Clark out to Sinclair. Pirgiani heads down to Segbe Azonkpo. Moraes over the top to Durnley. Durnley's through. Come on, Zach. Runs to the touchline. Back post. Smith. How Smith sneaks that in, I don't know. Durnley gets the assist. I don't know what the keeper's doing to allow that to go to the far post from that angle by Johnny Smith. But we'll take a 3-0 lead. Over the top to Durnley. It's a great pass by Moraes to unlock Durnley's run. He holds it up at the byline. And I don't know what the keeper's doing. How Smith is able to put that in, that's really poor goalkeeping. Smith's seventh of the season, and it's 3-0. We are going to finally make that sub that I hinted at. McCann's going to come off because he's on a yellow, and we don't necessarily need him on. And I don't want to risk him getting suspended, so we're going to bring on Silla. And we will confirm that, and that'll be substitution number 2. It is 3-0. Great little succession of highlights there. And that was the last highlight. 3-0 is the final score here in Walsall, here at Bank Stadium. We played very well. 3-0, I'd say, is a little bit harsh on Walsall, but all of our goals were very good. With the exception of the Smith goal, their keeper definitely should have done better. But on the whole, I'm very happy with that result. It sees us still 3 points off of Forest Green because they were able to win 3-1 with 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. In the dressing room, I'm going to tell the players passionately, I'm very pleased with the result and their performance. We'll end the team talk, click continue, and head out of this match. And now to quickly look at the schedule before we end this episode. Actually, first we're going to look at the competitions, and you do see the little PL, which confirms that we, at bare minimum, will finish 7th. So there's no way we can fall out of the playoffs. We at least have a chance at getting promoted up to League One for next season. But looking at the schedule, we are playing our last 2 matches of the season on camera in Sunday's episode. Plymouth at home. Plymouth are 3rd in the league, so this is a really crucial match because this, depending on how this run of form off camera goes, this match is going to be tough. And then we end the season away to Grimsby. So those will be the matches that come out on Sunday. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. Also hop in the comments. Let me know what you've thought of our performances today. If you're excited for the end of season finale on Sunday, show this video some love. Check me out on all my socials in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on Sunday. And other than that, peace.